Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ayobami Esther Timidayo. Today, we'll be talking on how to navigate dating as Christians, and I'll be sharing with you important principles that you can practice to help you build a godly relationship. But before we get into it, please subscribe to this channel if you've not. You should not be watching these videos if you're not subscribed to the channel yet. So please subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon as well so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video, and you'll be one of the first set of persons to get to watch them. Also, like this video if you found it helpful. And with that being said, let's get right in. First is your shared values. Your values are principles and beliefs that you practice and have influenced your actions and decisions. Essentially, your values are the things that you do and that you believe in, and now has formed you into the person that you currently are. I know when it comes to the matter of love, you hear a lot that opposite attracts. But when it comes to values, opposite cannot afford to attract because disaster will eventually happen, right? Values are very fundamental in your relationship because they serve as a foundation upon which every other brick will be laid on. So you have to partner with someone who shares the same value as you. And as a believer, you definitely want to partner with someone who shares the same faith as you do, and also common values or basic values that you do. So we have values like generosity, like service, honesty, hard work, purity, all of those. And yes, as humans, we have different perspective to life, right? So people will have different values. There are things that people hold on strongly to and other people don't see as anything, but you have to partner. If you're a Christian and you want to build a godly home, you have to partner with someone who buys godly values, who practices them. This is not someone who you have to teach or impose or supervise for them to practice these things. There are things that they do effortlessly as an individual, and so the both of you coming together, building upon that foundation, that makes it very beautiful and worthwhile. It is very important that you work with someone who shares the same value with you, because even scripture tells us that two cannot work together except they are agreed. So if we are together in a relationship, A can be going left and then B is going towards the right. We can't make progress. We cannot build something tangible if we are headed towards different direction. If in a relationship one person strongly believes in the family unit and the other person has bought the lie that society has sold, that it's okay for you to cheat on your family, you don't always have to be there for them in that sense, you obviously see that these two people cannot be headed the same way, because one person will need you to be always present and show up for your family, and the other person feels like you can walk away at any time and it's fine for you to mess around with other people and still come back to your home. So two indeed cannot work together except they are agreed. It is so important that you trash this out in your dating phase, because you are building from there. If you don't, scripture tells us if the foundation is faulty, what can the righteous do? So if you find that this is a faulty foundation and I cannot afford to build upon it, it makes sense for you to end it. I'm quoting scriptures today. There's a scripture that says, one who hears the word and doesn't do it is likened to a person who builds on a sandy foundation, because the rain will come and the wind will blow and it's going to be disaster at the end. So when you can foresee that I want to build with someone who doesn't share the same values that I do, it makes logical sense to work out of it. I'm not building up and you're tearing down because our values are opposing each other. Next principle is communication. Communication, as we know, is very important in any relationship. Well, it's no different in a dating relationship. There should be room for open and honest conversations that you can have with your partner, and you know you're not going to feel judged or condemned. As you date, you should be able to have conversations around your expectations in marriage, what you plan to do with your finance. Talk about your financial goals and your financial habits. Talk about family interference or third party interference in your marriage. Talk about the number of kids you would love to have, if at all you want to have kids. Talk about whether there are plans for you to relocate out of the country. Talk about career goals and all of that. It's a good time in dating to speak about these things, because you have an idea of what the person wants to do with his or her life, and you have the privilege of choosing whether to partner with that person or not. Also, with communication, you learn how to serve your partner better. When you communicate, when you observe certain things about this person, ask questions about this person, ask questions about general things, know the person's perspective over certain issues. You know how to handle, or you know how to deal with this person. You know the kind of things that he or she likes, you know what he or she doesn't like, you know the people that you can find around this person. Communicate with your partner. On this channel, I have a two-part video on the conversations that dating couples should have. I'm going to link it somewhere both here or here, somewhere above my head. Definitely you find the link to that video. I spoke about 6 things that are very important for dating couples to talk about before they proceed into marriage. It's going to be a very good watch, and it will be worth your time, so please watch it. Highly recommend. Next is accountability. Your relationship can be private, but it should never be a secret. Do friends know about your relationship? Are there family members or siblings or people that you know you can be accountable to, that knows about your relationship and you both can submit to this individual? Being accountable is a principle that you practice, that you have to practice both in your dating phase and even in marriage. You would do yourself so much good if you surround yourself in a community of friends, mentors, and accountability partners that can hold you responsible and provide guidance and support in your relationship. Another principle for you to practice is purity and setting boundaries. It is very important for you to set boundaries in your relationship, as this will help you honor God and each other in your relationship. We believe as Christians in keeping ourselves until marriage. Scripture tells us that marriage is honorable and that the bed should be undefiled. So have conversations on how you want to achieve purity in your marriage and how you want to set boundaries. Talk about those compromising situations that you never want to find yourself in, and how your partner can work with you and help you. So it's a two-way conversations. What are the things that I know can put me in a state where I can easily compromise? You share it with your partner and they can help you. So when you're unknowingly walking into such situations, they can easily call you back to order and say, calm down, calm down, we have set boundaries on this particular thing and we are not going to compromise on it. Have a conversation with your partner on the practical steps or the measures you're going to take to help you stay in check within the parameters of the boundaries that you have set. Don't just say we're not going to do XYZ, but have a strategy on not doing XYZ and stick to that plan. It's a common saying that if you fail to plan, then you have planned to fail. And that's a wrap. Please share your thoughts on this topic. What is your favorite principle that you would love to practice? And if you have any other dating advice, please do well to share them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Have you liked this video yet? Please do so. Click on the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that a lot. And also share with your friends and family members who you believe will find this helpful. And until next time, keep shining as the light that you are. If you don't play fail, if you don't fail to plan, if you feel what? If you fail to plan,